Daylight, mobbing on earth, boy. MOE for life. Hey, this the part where I separate the king from the pawns. Chestnut checkers, nigga. Let's do it. We rolling. Look, I ain't trying to be friendly with niggas in the least bit, cause I seen friends do some shit to friends in the street shit. Around here, cocaine only thing getting ether. It's a cold world, but I'll draw heat before I delete it. The plot thickens like fake rollies, the block ticking. Coach my youngins only shoot for the bucks, I'm Doc Rivers. You know the drill, 2-man squad in a hot Civic, just us. Ride around with a judge full of cop killers in the cut like bastration. I'm clutching like Pappy Mason, assaults and circumstances, all of them aggravated. I smoke when I'm agitated, so I ain't been spazzing lately. Got that 9 with that Eminem feature, who acting shady? It's hurtful when the people you love don't truly fuck with you, nobody. But what's up with that bud? No really hug with you. I'm with all the smoke, they finna cough up a lung or two. I'm in these streets comfortably, I done made it uncomfortable. Rap game, I'm Pornhub, what the fuck is they coming to? Rapid weird is all them Diddy party they been running to. Brick wall, I ain't the problem you wanna run into. You gon' be a different kind of grounded when I punish you. You don't want your whole stomping ground swept from under you. Leave that little ride home and bring a bigger gun with you. Hard heart, wouldn't spare you bitches if I wanted to. Some niggas only learn under the heat like it's summer school. Told them first time, don't make me say this shit again. If you listening before you try me, pussy, play this shit again. My weapon refused to grow up, gotta raise this shit again. I'm the motherfucking piper, time to pay this shit again. I'm outside, I ain't never high, sucker, bring it on. This is chestnut checkers, separate the king from pawn. Short stopping niggas action cause we never got along. The groupie been getting fat while I starve and not for long. Nigga. Daylight, mobbing on earth, boy. Showtime. Hey.
D-Mark got that heat.
Curtain call, let the show begin. I know it's hurting y'all the way I'm going in. I need a murder dog covered for the times I would kill the shit and y'all ain't know it then. Working hard, long hours in the trap, in my bag like some dope again. Lit that blue magic, no Nicky Barnes cut. Niggas know who I'm doper than. Everybody, old nigga, new nigga, only see a challenge in a few niggas. Lot of y'all can wipe the smile off your face on the mob, it ain't none of you niggas. I just put the switch on the new blicker, rapid fire spitting, it's a boost nigga. 2 street for a lot of you niggas, hard knocks, life, body, 2 jigger. Back on my shit again, endurance, I tire them out like it's Mitchell, and I'm about to put on that shit again. I was trying to be humble, but fuck it, I'm still a man. Don't rap like a kilogram. They finna spin this up top like a ceiling fan. I'm about to pop like a trigger man. From that hustling stock, so I'm more about my dividends. It's showtime, I was trying to get rich in like no time. Underdog with a slow grind, had to run the shit up to a gold mine. Niggas hated like the whole time, now they kept the wave like a coastline. Yeah, these bitches fronted like the whole time, now they front row when it's showtime. Sharing for a nigga, pulling on a nigga, I should pull a Kevin, kick her in the titty. Nah, I'm being petty, baby, I'm just kidding. Going with your move, I ain't even tripping. I had groupie back when I was in the kitchen. Had 3 county, catching what I'm pitching. Montana way, started with the dishes, out of town played, not the pocket trip. Real G's round me, we don't do the fiction. Niggas rub me wrong, it gon' be some friction, it gon' be a spark. I'ma stand on business, ain't no favorite op. I can't stand them niggas, they gon' lay in dirt. Candlelight visuals, face on the shirt. Now you get the picture, Psalm 23. Now you get the scripture, homies, they gon' fly. They done got religion. I be outside, functioning with killers. Police outside, hunting for the dealer. Bitches mouth wide, hungry for a nigga. I ain't even drop no money on the ticker. True player, I be turned with the ism. Bad bitches know the vibe I be giving. Fuck the haters and the lies they been telling. They'll make the news at noon 10 and 11. Showtime, it's showtime. I was trying to get rich in like no time. Underdog with a slow grind, had to run the shit up to a gold mine. Niggas hated like the whole time, now they kept the wave like a coastline. Yeah, these bitches fronted like the whole time, now they front row when it's showtime. Sharing for a nigga, showtime. I was trying to get rich in like no time. Underdog with a slow grind, had to run the shit up to a gold mine. Niggas hated like the whole time, now they kept the wave like a coastline. Yeah, these bitches fronted like the whole time, now they front row when it's showtime. Sharing for a nigga. Yeah. There we go. Hey man, Shay man, it's your boy DAA man, Daylight TV. Back at y'all with another Mafia Material Mobcast, episode number 42. Got my bro host World Pest in here. World, what's the word, my nigga?
What up, though? Ain't shit. Just chilling. Ready to talk this
Shit.
shit.
Yeah, man. Informative shit talking is what I like to call it. You know, shit talking with a little research, you know. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. Might, we could end up being out here sounding stupid like the rest of you niggas. So we're gonna get right to it, man. Hit that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you're really mobbing with the content. We all know whenever we dropping this mob shit. And yeah, first story we're gonna get into. 051 Melly big brother 051 Woo was killed in Chicago Sunday morning. Right? Got some shit. Actually, got some footage of the actual crime scene here. And shit. We this shit right here. Pull this up. So this is the whole shit that's going on with Woo. It says so 051 Woo, the older brother of the late Chicago drill figure 051 Melly, real name Yarmel Williams, was reportedly shot and killed. The shooting occurred in the overnight hours, with police responding around 2:35 a.m. on Sunday, December 28th, 2025. Now, they reported that the incident occurred in the 400 block of North LaSalle Drive in the Old Town neighborhood on the near north side of Chicago. All right. Now, this is where Mafia Material Mobcast actually brings y'all some correction, right? So let me get this off of here. He really got hit up outside of a spot called Tommy's, the bar and grill. That's Tommy's right there. You know what I'm saying? And just to that shit is on it's like Blue Island. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of in the city limits, outside the city limit type shit. Right? It's in the hundreds. You know, it's like 122nd Street and Southwestern, Southwestern or whatever and shit. So this is the crazy shit though. Like, look at this shit, bro. Cause now, mind you, and I'm gonna explain to you why this should look crazy. Look at the whole surrounding of where this shit is taking place at. See all the parking lots. The whole parking lot on this side.
That's a good spot to get set up at. You can keep eye on
Yeah,
shit,
this is what
right?
I'm. So just imagine you going to chill at a bar and get your drink on in a spot that's open like this, and you're at war. Not beefing, like you're at war, nigga. Like niggas is really out here, you know what I'm saying, playing for keeps and shit. So this is where, so that's where bro got hit up at, right? So it's not North LaSalle and and all that shit. He was dropped off at a local hospital and pronounced dead. You know what I mean? He was hit up with one other person, but they haven't named that person. I don't think the person died. You know what I'm saying? But they said he was definitely with somebody else, when that happened to him. And
what was the shit? The authorities are investigating the shooting and have and they've identified a possible red pickup truck or something like leaving the joint. Now, the whole crazy shit about this is 051 Melly. He was a prominent figure in the drill, Chicago drill scene, street scene, or whatever, before his own death on September 1st, 2019. A lot of y'all who follow all the drill shit, y'all remember the infamous video at the house party when the shots went off and you heard niggas yelling that they shot Yarmel, they killed Yarmel. You know what I'm saying? Like, the house party. Now, interestingly, past investigation report or investigative report revealed that 051 Melly had committed a murder to get money to bond out 051 Wu when he was booked on weapons charges. Right? Now, the wild shit about this whole thing is that social media have been, rife with rumors and, online celebration by rival gangs, including speculation involving 051 Young Money, in its affiliate in the murder of THF Beizou, right? And it got to the point because they weren't sure, the nigga got hit up in Little Village. So that's mainly like, it's a lot of Hispanics over there, Latin Kings, Satan disciples, probably shit like that.
Yeah.
So, but they've been into it with 051 for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's like they mortal ops and shit. In fact, it was niggas, I remember SNTV reported some shit where he said, I forget who it was. One of the THF guys said, like, they don't have no op. They're only ops. One of the 051 Young Money niggas is like, their only ops was THF 46. And remember, we broke down how that whole THF side, like, damn near run from 44th with, like, Lil Law and all them shit is from 44th to 49th. So this shit, what happened was there was a joint called Last Lap that 051 Driller, I believe, dropped. And technically on the joint, he was saying like to Zoo, like, I told you we were gonna get your ass and all this other shit. Like, they pretty much claiming the body, on the song and on the internet. Members from 051 were going on there talking about we the zookeepers, we the keepers. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of claiming shit. Now, what's also interesting is that you had what you call it? You had niggas from this shit called like Badgeville or some shit like that. So like following Zoo's death, rival gang members were reported like celebrating and posting speculative claims about all the shooters. Now, some unverified social media accounts pointed the finger at a specific individual group from the Black Disciples gang known as Bass Bill Crazy from 71st and Wabash. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's around the area where Lil Zay Osama might be from, if I remember correctly when I was covering his shit before. Now, if you remember when I did the THF Beizou story, I said all of this over some damn watches.
Yeah.
Right? Now, SNTV said some shit that I thought was interesting and just strategically it made sense. While they're into it with, the Wabash niggas and shit like that, it would be the perfect time to slide on the nigga because everybody gonna think it has something to do with that shit. But then once you start going public and actually claiming the body, nigga, it's kind of out there. But I mean, it was already up with y'all niggas anyway, so it's really nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? But it's niggas in Chicago saying that 051 Young Money are not known for claiming bodies that ain't theirs. So just a weird just a weird little shit. But they saying that this shit was the Bassville niggas saying that this shit might be retaliation for other gang related murders. But as of December 2025, nobody's been arrested for zoo shit. A lot of this is just speculative on like Chiracology and all of this other shit. But that's pretty much what's going on with with that situation and shit. And Chicago on fire and shit. Cause the whole crazy shit is like Wu is like 34. You know what I'm saying? So these ain't like the young niggas anymore. Like these is older niggas now. So motherfuckers is getting a lot more treacherous with this shit. Been outside a long time, man. All the little moves, all the little different ways to wiggle. Yeah, man. Stay dangerous so you can be safe if you in Chicago, man.
I ain't got no choice. Shit, that's the only way to be safe in Chicago is to stay dangerous, man. Fuck around, go to the store, your ass get sniped.
Yeah, for real. I mean, like, I just couldn't even imagine with like war going on like that, and my ass gonna be chilling or posted up at some bar and grill, nigga. I like until a good amount of them niggas is dead, my ass. Right. I ain't doing no chilling.
Only time I'm gonna be chilling when I'm waiting for the ops to come outside, they shit so I can gun them down.
For real, bro. Like, that shit wild as hell. Shout out to Royal in the chat. But they were saying that Wu was out here supposedly trying to change and all this shit, or push peace and all that, but it ain't seem like he was trying to push no peace. I got this little clip here that surfaced after the whole shit happened at the crime scene again. Nice shout out of Tommy's. Yeah, and that's so that's Wu right there. That's him, and that's Melly on the on the far left or whatever. But this is the clip of 600 Breezy in Chicago with some PRE niggas like that, nigga that was down with Dolph. And the nigga 051 Wu just happened to pull up on it. Now, 600 and 051 got a long-standing beef behind the whole situation. They say it started, we was watching that shit earlier. I was telling you about the dude Shaq that got killed on, it said the 5900 block of South Calumet and everything. So, and then they were pointing out how Melly at the time was living at 5909 South Calumet, like Avenue and shit. So he wasn't staying far. Like he's in the heart of enemy territory, and he dissing the shit out of niggas. And then they were saying the whole shit about how Shaq died like using the bathroom, and Melly had the whole tweet about I heard Shaq last words were, "Can I pee first?" and all this crazy shit. So like that's the long-standing shit between 600 and 051. Like it's real like bodies and shit between these niggas going back to like 2012 and all that, right? So this is I couldn't believe this nigga Breezy. Like, wait, it seemed like he's seen him before. Like,
I had no choice. For sure, but it's just with certain like, what's up with you know them?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, we ain't. When I say He just how he doing.
Yeah, oh God, how you
Look at that. They cameras went now. They see the cameras. I'm right here. So
everybody knows it really.
I ain't been right here in a long time. I ain't came right here in years, honestly. But you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't ducking. I ain't hiding from nothing. Nigga, I'm a gangster. He was on the West last time.
Yeah, that's it.
Nigga said, nigga, I'm a gangster. God damn.
Now, Breezy been known to get down, you understand? But like that shit is crazy because he's seen the nigga, like nigga say, yo, you know him? Like he gave him the heads up, like you know him? And he's like, yeah, I ain't ducking that shit, whatever. But then
Garfield Bar, and then Douglas Bar. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was. And then that's that out west shit. It's some whole different shit. That's one of them spots that's busting out there. Like them get money over there. Yeah. Like them got dope lines. They do different shit.
Now you heard them say out west.
Mm-hmm.
Now out west would be like Little Village, all that shit or whatever. Man, he said them niggas different out there. They got dope lines and all kind of shit. Cause that's where all them Mexicans, all them niggas be at. You know what I'm saying? All the Spanish niggas.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Yeah. What's the word? What on right here? What this is? What's your name? Me, bro. Hero, what's up? What's going on? I'm trying to see what this is my shit, that's what I'm saying. What that for, man? No, I ain't. Remember when I explained it to you? He from right here. He young money. Bro, I'm black, bro. You black. No, I ain't talking about that. I ain't no issue. I'm asking a question. I ain't come up aggressive. I asked a question. What's going on? I asked a question. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, that nigga was out there trying to be on some, I'm black. You black. Hey, nigga, that shit ain't gonna work in Chicago.
Word. Yeah, that nigga's wild. Fuck around and get his head bust to the white meat. That nigga motherfucker get his eye closed, that shit gonna be triple black, nigga. Shit.
See, if you ran into a real King Von type nigga, that nigga would have been like, yeah, they gun black too, nigga.
Word. Super grim.
He like, do. But nah, this shit crazy about this shit.
But I ain't gonna lie, I heard niggas was talking over you about. Yeah. But I ain't seen you because the last time I said you said something about me though. I didn't. I put a picture up. You did. Yeah. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen nothing. That nigga stop there right. I'm from neighborhood. But the niggas, man, it's all good, bro. We just wanna figure it out. Let us know when the motherfuckers coming in. I always say that. I say that, man. Because you did. I'm not putting a picture of me. That was gonna end it already, right? And you know this. Hey, listen, did I disrespect you? Did I disrespect you?
This shit, street, goddamn. Like a motherfucker, man. Break his motherfucking ass up here with all of that fucking bad look ass shit, man. Goddamn, fool.
Now remember, that was the nigga, I'm black, you black. Huh?
Who the fuck this nigga think he is? Rick James or some shit?
I think that's the nigga Grove Hero. That's the nigga, that was out there. I think he was in Charlotte or some shit, was he? He got shot in the parking lot?
I don't think he was in Charlotte. You talking about what, when they aired out the truck?
About the mobile shit.
Yeah, I think that was out there in Memphis. Ain't that the nigga that be with Young Dawg?
Yeah.
Shit, his ass man got shot out in Charlotte. Shit.
Where did Grove Hero get shot and paralyzed?
Mario Grove Hero Bradley was shot in the back.
North Carolina.
To his paralysis.
Yeah. I knew I wasn't tripping.
West Charlotte, North Carolina, in early August.
Yeah.
Yo, you know one thing I be realizing, like just real quick, being that a lot of times, like I write these shits as articles before I actually, premiere them. Sometimes I'll read them straight. Sometimes I'll just remember, like what I wrote. But it's like that should be implanted in my head, like because I actually took the time.
Yeah, you done that time.
I need to research that shit. It's like studying for some shit. You know what I'm saying? I knew I wasn't because when I ran the story, I talked about how interesting it was that Dolph had been shot at 2 different occasions in Charlotte. And now here, even after he's dead, like you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, hit up out there. But shit,
I didn't know nigga got shot. I didn't know he got shot out in Charlotte though. I thought he was out there in Memphis.
Yeah, nah, he was on his comedy tour. He was supposed to do some shit at like he was in a shopping plaza, and he was supposed to do like a meet and greet at some Boost Mobile or some shit over there. And yeah, and then they lit that shit up the night before. This nigga found out he paralyzed, get checked out the hospital, still did the meet and greet in the same fucking parking lot.
Damn.
Bold nigga. Yeah. I heard he finished his tour too. But this is him talking about what just happened or whatever. Wait till you hear what he just said.
I forgot you BD. But anyway, you done fucked up and sell that street, but we can settle this shit. Just bring me 100,000 and I won't sue your ass. How about that? Just bring me. I'm still up here at the location. Bring me. Well, I forgot you can't even go back to the goddamn location, the same location they shot at me and you at. I ain't got shit to do with this shit, but they done shot at me and my dumb ass still up there. God damn, man. But just bring me 100,000. I ain't gonna say shit else and I ain't gonna sue you. God damn. Man, goddamn, I ain't sold that. I ain't fucked up my sellout street, Chicago. God damn, man. I ain't, look, man, Nashville, the only city that done sold out this tour. Everybody been bullshitting. And I probably would go sell out if 600 Bridge, man. You say, folks.
So this nigga 051 had that little confrontation and blew at them niggas in broad daylight. And you know, unfortunately, he lost his life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Live by it, die by it. You know? And I mean, shit, your little bro was dubbed the Chirac grave digger, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, little bro, nigga. Now, if we look at it from the point of, I usually little brother trying to be like the big brother. So if your little brother ended up getting a name like the Chirac grave digger, trying to be like big bro was probably on some bullshit.
Right.
Big bro was probably on bullshit.
100%.
Hey, man.
Definitely be on some bullshit that the little brother is named a fucking grave digger.
Because it's like, goddamn, nigga, what are you?
Like, yeah, what the fuck you got going on?
You gotta be the Grim Reaper then. But the whole shit is because they try to put 8 bodies on Melly.
Shit.
At least 8. You know what's bad when the niggas say at least 8. Like, so it's like we're not even
this nigga out there killing.
We're not even speculating whether or not he really get down. It's just like how many times? Like, but you know, I know how touchy shit get in Chicago. I ain't got no dog in the fight, you know. Rest in peace to the niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, y'all motherfuckers know what y'all signed up for. You know what I'm saying? Like, the same shit make you laugh online, make you cry. You know, a lot of y'all, like the generations are getting old enough or whatever. I'm pretty sure y'all niggas understand that. It's probably so desensitized because if you've been watching shit get smacked since you was 14, shit. Probably too dehydrated to cry, nigga. 2 Chainz shit. But yeah, that's the spill on that the 051 Melly big brother 051 Wu killed in Chicago Sunday morning. The Mafia Material Mobcast. But We're going to take a quick commercial break courtesy of Black Jesus, and we'll be right back.
On this edition of the Adventures of Black Jesus featuring World Pest. World Pest and Black Jesus make the trap say amen.
You see that? Just a little heat and faith and the soda starts to change its ways. Keep it moving, keep it gentle. Transformation takes patience, but it'll rise up when it's ready. Pick your...
While the work dries, Black Jesus offers some good game to some Mary Magdalens.
You know, water in the wine is cool, but conversation into connection, that's the real miracle.
Preach.
And if y'all ever need a little more light in your day, just remember, you're already radiant.
Okay, Prophet with the smooth line.
Meanwhile, World Pest is riding around making collections, hitting bitches with 5-pound dumbbells.
He hit my mother with a 5-pound dumbbell. I heard it. I heard the sound before I even made it up the stairs. She's in there fighting for her life right now, and all I can think about is that look in her eyes when she saw him coming.
All was well, and the trap was full of joy until a punk motherfucker tried to run off with the bag.
Yo, you can't outrun the Lord, man. Watch me. That baking soda ain't free, brother.
I just needed it for cookies.
And I just needed you to pay.
Fine. Here.
Keep it, but next time ask. Miracles don't cover
And what happened next? The bitch-ass motherfucker starts snitching.
I might bring the $3 tomorrow. Next thing I know, that guy with the head wrap and some dude looked like Black Jesus came at me. He slammed a 5-pound weight into my shoulder.
Black Jesus?
Yeah. Long hair, robe, sandals, real Messiah vibe. He helped.
But Black Jesus refuses to go out like White Jesus. You gotta catch him first.
Stop! Police! Hands where I can see them!
Gotta catch me first.
He's clearing the fence!
Black Jesus spits good game at the police with great vengeance and furious anger.
Oh! Hey, sir, calm down. Don't tell me to calm down, man. Y'all pulled me over because you saw a robe, huh? You think a brother can't be holy in his own damn neighborhood? Step back my fucking walking water since before your grandmama was born. I'm out here blessed.
And in true miracle worker fashion, Black Jesus and World Pest make it home to trap and count up another day.
Blessings keep flowing, brother. Keep it steady.
Amen. You gonna hit this?
Let the herbs rise. That's righteous.
We're at 40 even now.
Stacking high. We'll share what's left with
After
the people.
the bills, yeah. Appreciate you, man.
Always.
Blessings keep piling up, 100 after 100. The streets still the same, but they shine different. Grace in my pocket, gold on my soul. Brooklyn, we counting miracles.
Out here at the meet, sun's perfect. Got the 63 sitting clean. Watch this. Little switch tap, let her dance. Ooh, that's smooth. Crazy, man. Appreciate it. She been good to me. Cruising and a blocker.
Yeah. We back. Mafia Material Mobcast, episode number 42.
In this bitch.
Yeah. That Times Square number. New York shit. Should have wore my other hat today, but never mind. Y'all know where the fuck niggas from. Hey, but yeah, we're gonna defend the city or whatever in a minute, but got some more news you could use or not related to some news we covered earlier this week. Your boy Anthony Joshua, car crash in Nigeria.
Killing niggas.
You know what I'm saying? So, British heavyweight fighter Anthony Joshua was involved in a fatal car crash in Nigeria on Monday, December 29th, 2025, that killed 2 other people. The accident occurred on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway near Sagamu, Nigeria, where Joshua had family roots. Joshua was a passenger in the rear of a Lexus SUV that collided with a stationary commercial truck parked on the side of the road. 2 men died at the scene, and they have been identified as foreign nationals by local officials. And the report indicates they may have been his personal trainer. Lats, I got Well, that's Joshua right there. All right, so those are the two gentlemen that were in the car with him, believed to be part of his team. So this is the dude that goes by Latif. And then that's his strength and conditioning coach, I believe. Oh no, Latch was his personal trainer and shit. Sina Gami was his strength and conditioning coach, and they said that it was two other occupants of the Lexus that were unhurt. The former two-time world heavyweight champion suffered minor injuries and was taken to a hospital facility in Lagos. He is conscious and communicating with his family. The preliminary findings from the Federal Road Safety Corps suggests that the crash was caused by the Lexus SUV traveling beyond the legally prescribed speed limit and losing control during an overtaking maneuver. The Ogun State Police Command has ordered an investigation into the crash. The incident happened just over a week after Anthony Joshua had his high-profile knockout victory over American social media star Jake Paul in Miami. Paul took to social media after hearing about the accident, saying how life is much more important than boxing. I am praying for the lost lives, AJ, and anyone impacted by today's unfortunate accident. Now, yeah, man, RIP to the two dudes or whatever. Like, that shit is fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think what's wild about it is I be in the numbers and shit. So it's just crazy how you say Jake Paul got his jaw broken in two places. Got two plates. This dude got into an accident and lost two, you know what I'm saying, like members of his team. And then two walked away unhurt. And so then it's just like, well, I guess if it's two that died, two walked away unhurt, and then Anthony Joshua was okay, then it was 5. Because I was going to say, if it was 6 people in that car, that was crazy because the fight went 6 rounds. But I don't know, man. That shit is crazy. Get well, AJ. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to two brothers who lost their life. That shit is crazy, especially if it was really over the car going too fast. Then, you know, because I mean, nigga, down there in Nigeria, like that shit, them road, like the rules and the way they drive, like that shit ain't the same, nigga. Like, kind of make that shit up as you go. You gotta use your common sense with that shit. So it really ain't wise to be just speeding down there. I don't know what the fuck you might run into. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is like crazy, man. It's like shit like that, low key, could be avoided. But yeah, man, rest in peace to them boys and shit. Shit, going forward though. You heard about this shit? Your boy Shotty?
Nah, you said something about that earlier.
Yeah, so somebody, I don't know where I saw this shit, but somebody posted something about Shotty as being deported. and shit. So I went to look at it. I'm like, damn, like I know we got 15, you know, and that was what 2018. Like, so he's not even like 10 in yet, unless you know, he was able to get some of that time cut action that you know, that Melly got. But real quick, Kifano Shadi Jordan, the Trinidadian American convicted felon, and there are no reports that indicate that he's facing deportation. He is a citizen of the United States. He was born on April 14th, 1982, and is a naturalized U.S. citizen from Trinidad. He's currently serving a 15-year prison sentence in the U.S. for racketeering and firearm charges. He pleaded guilty in 2019 to 2 felony weapons counts related to an armed robbery and non-fatal shooting in Brooklyn. Now, being that he's a naturalized citizen means that an individual born in, like, he's an individual born in another country and has voluntarily gone through the legal process to become a U.S. citizen, acquiring nearly the same rights and protections as the person who was born in the United States. So, meaning that Shadi is not a 21 Savage. The only way that a naturalized citizen can be deported is if the government first revoked their citizenship through a legal process called denaturalization. This is a rare and difficult process for the government, typically only pursued if the individual is found to have obtained their citizenship through fraud or willful misrepresentation of a marital or material or whatever and shit, i.e. like hiding a serious criminal record or involvement in war crimes and, you know, during the application process. Since Shadi is a U.S. citizen and there are no reports that he obtained his citizenship fraudulently, he is not subject to deportation proceedings despite his criminal conviction and his imprisonment. He'll serve his 15 years within the U.S. justice system and, you know, pretty much be free to go. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just some more misinformation or whatever and get to clear up. But somebody else, I don't know why they trying to send, I guess they trying to make sure this nigga Bangum Smurf got some fucking some company out there in Trinidad. Yeah.
Why you say that? Yeah, why you say that?
I'm just saying, because it's like they talking about Shadi or whatever, like they were trying to make it seem like he was gonna get sent back, and then they sat here or whatever, and what you call it? They put your girl Nikki on the chopping block.
Yeah, them motherfuckers. Nikki said that bullshit. Them niggas gonna follow her ass and set the petition up, get her ass up out of here.
Yeah. Matter of fact, yeah, I knew.
Bet you she wish she was a fairy.
Change.org. So, Change.org is hosting a petition, like somebody started it on there, calling for the deportation of rapper Nicki Minaj to Trinidad, and it's circulated widely online and garnered thousands of signatures. The petition gained significant momentum following her recent public alignment with conservative figures and comments made at the Turning Point USA event. The primary thing to understand, though, y'all, why I wanted to touch on this, was that the Change.org petition had no legal standing, right? or authority to compel the U.S. immigration authority to take action. You know what I mean? It's just really a form of online activism. Like the petition and the surrounding like online backlash cite several reasons for demanding her deportation. One with the political remarks and her appearance on the Conservative American Fest event and her praise of figures like Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, as a stark contrast to the values many fans believe she held, particularly regarding marginalized communities and whatnot. And I don't know why they thought that. Like, when did Nicki Minaj ever portray herself to give a fuck about anything else besides Nicki Minaj?
Never.
The only people who could even believe that this bitch cares about anything or any of this shit, or that her opinion is not for sale, is the goofy ass bitches who are fans of hers because they believe like, oh, she's a piece of shit like me.
That's all she really is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this bitch is a whole bird, man. The petition also mentioned that Minaj is not a U.S. citizen. She has a green card, which is a lawful permanent residency, and argued that her actions and rhetoric raised questions about her continued presence in the U.S. and shit. Now, what's interesting is, unlike Shotty, Nicki has a green card. People with green card can be it's easier to deport somebody with a green card than it is to deport somebody who is a naturalized citizen. You understand? Now, if Nicki would have caught Shotty's charge, they'd send her ass back to Trinidad.
Quick.
You know what I'm saying? Another thing they pointed out in the joint was her husband's legal issues, highlighting that she was married to Kenneth Petty, a registered sex offender, and include claims that she had intimidated his victims. Right? Now, Minaj, who was born in Trinidad and Tobago and moved to the U.S. at the age of 5, is a lawful permanent resident, a green card holder, and she is not. She's not an undocumented immigrant. Of course not. She paid too much taxes. They would have definitely, signed her in.
Shit ties up.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they can be deported for serious crimes, but not for political views and online petitions. The petition was actually created in July of 2005, initially with a different focus, but there was a surge in signatures after her December 2025 political appearance. And so when I first saw the shit, they had it at 17,000, right? And then I went and looked it up myself. Shit was at 28,000. That's the clip right there. Right? Now the wild shit is, by the time I finished writing the article and I went and looked into another source, that shit hit 50,000 signatures on some of them, because I think it's more than one petition. So yeah, it's this shit is not gonna lead to an actual deportation. It's more symbolic than it is legal, But that shit was funny as hell or whatever, just to see damn, that many people want your ass up out of here. Nicki. But hey, man, sometimes people just be getting tired of the bullshit, man. You'll get a little wave, people be comfortable, but then after a while, you gotta think, your audience is kind of growing up, man. And they don't make enough money or whatever to stay as stupid as your ass. So, you know.
Yeah, sure don't. Okay.
But see, when you're worth about 300 million, you could live in a certain level of delusion. When your ass got to be outside every day and go to work and punch that clock and do what you got to do and raise kids or whatever the fuck, yeah, man, you gotta, you know, and the thing. But that's what's going on with old Nicky Nick. What? Damn, world. Hey, Nicky, all I'm gonna say is, shit. If them rock with the Rainbow Mafia, we deport them.
Look.
If them support them brother after them brother, I go to jail for cocking up picnic. We deport them. If your husband take poom poom, registered sex offender.
Her brother do the same thing. That's why she fuck with that nigga.
Oh man, yeah, you align yourself with too many weirdos and too many niggas with them charges, man. So yeah, you know what happened in your country if you did that shit. Hack that nigga.
Hack.
Say who
over
feel
for that nigga.
But speaking of niggas, it's about to be over for.
Oh, pug face ass nigga.
Yeah, we got to get Dawgface, nigga. Dawgface Calderon. And like I told you, nigga, the only Calderon we acknowledge is Tego, nigga.
Yeah, Calderon,
So,
that nigga sound like a pizza dish.
It sound like one of them black niggas that try not to be black. Want to tell me I'm Panamanian. Fuck out of here, nigga. He's a plantation ducking ass nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you know, we cover this nigga making his big meats and Southwest tea analogies and all this other shit. And it's kind of funny because and just so y'all know, that's really him or whatever and shit. It came from this picture. Can't see his face, but he'll know that that's him. He knows he took that picture. So yeah, the nigga was on Real Life Street Stars. Shout out to Real Life Street Stars. Y'all need to get some Real Life Street Stars on your shit. Mafia Material Mobcast, nigga. Let's you know, we the ones. You gonna fuck around and find out. But yeah, Dawgface, he joined in the I Hate New York club, world. Yeah, he trying to be trying to get in that Charleston white bag, I guess.
Everybody want to hate New York. Everybody want to hate New York.
How we packed up Charleston.
Oh, cockeyed, one-eyed, having motherfucker.
Like, we're gonna bring this clip up. Listen to what he got to say about New York hip hop and what we introduced to the world. And I got a response for you, nigga.
We now know that the allure of fame and power, it is so intoxicating that grown men, most of them from the ghetto, are willing to trade their manhood in for a glimpse or for a second or for 15 minutes of fame.
Well, I mean, my nigga, long before hip hop and Diddy and any of this shit or whatever, motherfuckers be doing weird shit like that. Like the casting couch did not stop or did not start with the invention of hip hop. Like hip hop is only what, 51, 52 years old, nigga? Come on, man. They were saying that Quincy Jones might have been a zest monster and shit like that in the 50s, nigga. What are you talking about for real? Like these niggas weird. Like these niggas type of niggas I be saying like they think hip hop started when Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 2.
It ain't real life. Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
So let me ask you this: is that how y'all look at Diddy? Because we never heard anything about Diddy doing underage.
It's a mixture of that.
But what part though? I never heard of him doing.
I mean, just the acute level of sexual impropriety going on. You know what I'm saying? That's like some here. Listen, rubbing cum on you and taking a bath in the cum. That ain't no normal shit, bro. So even though he's not, he didn't get convicted of being a sexual predator, but everything that you think about and everything that you heard about, that is all predatory behavior that's based and rooted in his just sexual proclivities, bro. He a sex demon, and that shit ain't right. And the who allowed themselves to get their ass touched, that ain't right neither.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Hey yo, Dawgface, I'm gonna tell you one thing, bro. Cause like you know, we have a different method of doing things or whatever than most YouTube niggas. You're a funny motherfucker. Like you be full of shit, but you's a funny ass nigga. Like
nigga, stupid.
You that nigga at the corner store is straight cap. But we don't really know what to do with you on the strength that, like, you give niggas a good laugh every time you come around. So it's like, for real, niggas are gonna let you rock before we violate. Like,
yeah,
we will let you entertain us for a good half hour to an hour, and then finally niggas will get tired of hearing that shit. And before you know it, your sneakers are in the street.
And you picking yourself up to get them shits up.
I'm telling
you, nigga like that dog from Men in Black.
You fucking
funny looking motherfucker.
Yo, oh shit. Yo, you know what's crazy? Shout out Money Jane in the chat because she sent me some shit when she saw the first video we did on him. She said that nigga looked like Doc Strange. She sent me like a cartoon shit, a Doc Strange. I said, oh shit. I said, yo, that shit really do look like that nigga.
That nigga like Isaac Hayes if he was old. You know, Isaac Hayes still look kind of young when he died. That nigga look like Isaac Hayes on some old shit.
That nigga look like Timu Isaac Hayes. And you know that nigga be trying to rap.
Who, Dawgface?
Yeah, he be trying to rap.
What rapping gifts?
Nah, that nigga be trying to rap. Like, we're gonna actually, because since he talking all this hip hop shit, after this, I'm gonna find the video and shit where he be rapping and shit like that or whatever. We're gonna play a little bit.
He must sound like Trick or some shit. I don't know what the fuck this nigga got going on.
You don't get a Diddy without multiple things going wrong in society. You don't get a motherfucker like Diddy without somebody hiding for him to allow him to grow to be the monster that he was.
Are you surprised that J-Lo hasn't had to enter the chat?
I'm absolutely surprised at that. I'm absolutely surprised at J-Lo because J-Lo, she wasn't just with the Diddy shit. She was at Epstein Island too. With what's her ex-husband name? Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
He was on Epstein Island. J-Lo a big freak.
Wait, so J-Lo and Ben were at Epstein Island, nigga? I don't know. I guess we got to fact check.
But see, like like I told you before, when we was off the shit, I was looking at some shit. That shit some whole other shit. That shit some whole blackmail shit the motherfuckers got going on, bro. Cause the way that shit, like the bitch, who her pops is, and it's a whole bunch of shit. I went down a little rabbit
Who,
hole. There's a whole
J-Lo?
bunch of shit. Nah, the bitch that was
Oh,
with Epstein.
Jesseline Maxwell.
Yeah, it's some whole that's some whole other
Yeah,
shit than
yeah.
what they putting it out as. That's some whole other shit. After I done sat there and did some research and yeah, they got some whole other shit going on. I don't even think all that shit that they putting that shit out there is what it is. To be honest with you, bro, because it's too much shit tied in that. And if you know what I mean, like everybody can't be doing the same shit, bro. Like you got motherfuckers coming there on some, they going to party and chill and go see the Highland, and then you got niggas sitting there talking about now everybody that went there and did all this other shit. I mean, that shit kind of fishy to me. I mean, I ain't just gonna sit there and say everybody was down with that shit, but it's some whole black
Yeah.
shit going on with
That's
that.
like saying everybody who went to Thailand or whatever and shit bought a prostitute. Like,
Yeah, like
everybody
from
who
what
goes
I
to Dominican Republic get a passport, bro. Like,
yeah, so when I looked at that shit, that bitch her pops is like a head of the Mossad or some shit. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I
it's some
see
whole
some shit.
yeah,
Like,
it's some
she
whole
has
other
some
shit
shit
going
going
on.
on.
Yeah, there's some whole other shit going on. They trying to blackmail people when that shit hit the fan. I think one of them niggas tried to blow the whistle on their ass. And when that shit hit the fan, alright, nigga, the ball undropped. We gotta put it out like this now. Now they got some more. That's why nigga killed himself. See, she running around the jail. She chilling. They got her on the camp or some shit. I mean, like it's some whole other shit. That shit deeper than what it is. This shit deeper than rap, man.
This shit, like, man, that nigga. But this nigga right here,
She's a
though,
big freak. She's a horrible whore. She's a horrible whore. And I'm absolutely surprised, as I'm sure everybody else is, that her name wasn't drugged through the mud. But that just goes to show you how much power and influence J-Lo got. J-Lo is a mega star. She ain't just no normal motherfucker.
She
I
a
believe,
horrible whore.
honestly,
That
that
whore
they wanted
sure
that
stay
Diddy
mad.
trial to end like it ended, and we didn't hear anything that we thought.
Yup.
Tell Cash Dog
We
keep a
thought we
nigga.
would get like the
Fuck
Epstein
that.
files. We haven't got them.
You said what?
Said for her to be a horrible whore, she sure keep a wedding ring. Tell Cash Dog keep a nigga. You dog face looking motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Yeah, nigga. You want to sit there and talk shit about us? Nigga, tell one of your punk ass rappers to come out and do some ill shit. Y'all introduce all this bullshit, talking about what we introduced. Nigga, y'all introduced Trail the Trash to the rap game.
Let's get to that part. Yeah, slow it
Yeah,
down.
with the Diddy files, we thought that we was gonna get some names, right? Above and beyond motherfuckers just saying, well, so and so, like Ray J and Jamie Foxx was there and all that other kind of shit. We wanted some. I wanted some names. I wanted the T. I ain't gonna even lie. I want to know which one of these freaky up there because they're allowed to hide. And when you look at how horrible Diddy was as a human being, right? There are other people who was engaged in this he was engaged with who are just as horrible. So what has happened is by not outing and exposing these, you know they're doing the same shit they was doing without Diddy. Diddy didn't create those monsters. Diddy just provided a safe haven or a playground for to come and do the horrible shit he was doing, just like Epstein did.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. When it's all said and done, how do you think this whole Diddy thing will play out?
Diddy, so
he gonna get back home and just get back to it.
He's going to get back home and get back to it. You know why? Because all you gotta do is look at the people. So listen, Lil Rod got a producer, right. Okay, so listen, Lil Rod's come out. He was a main part of the documentary that 50 Cent produced, right?
Right.
He's sitting up like a little ass crying like a goddamn victim. So you telling me that he did produce the Love album.
Yeah,
right?
he did. Yeah,
he did do it. What did you get out of it? Now, we now know Diddy was jerking everybody. The reason why we have the documentary in large part is because without that footage, there is no documentary.
Right.
Right? It's just a bunch of people speculating about what he may have done and what he may have said in any particular thing. That footage came about because Diddy was a horrible businessman. He didn't pay anybody. He used everybody, and he was so powerful and so influential that he can just use people to do what he wanted to do, right? So that's how we got the footage. So, but when you back up for a second.
Now, yeah, we know all of that, like, you know what I'm saying? But now we're going to get into the part, I think this is where he start going in and talking about Andre Harrell and Bambaataa and all of that shit. Like, we all know Lil Rod is a bitch. And we all know that, you know, clearly that nigga had some, he might have already been sucked just on the fact that, damn, my nigga, I don't know too many niggas who could ever wake up and say they felt sore a certain place. And, bro, even if the niggas I know, even if they didn't know what happened, just on the sense that that particular spot felt sore, I promise you everything in that house getting laid down. Because the nigga gonna ask one time, and then it's not even gonna be a question of asking. Because I know for me, I'm not gonna ask shit. Because either way, if you weren't involved, you knew what was happening and you ain't stop shit. So now, you're not gonna be able to stop me. Oh God, like this shit is wild, boy. Fuck Lil, or not fuck Lil Rod. You've already been fucked. But you get the picture, nigga.
Right? Lil Rod, well, you was willing to trade in your manhood, not even for fame, because the album came out. And he was no more famous than he was prior to the album came out.
He actually got more famous by exposing himself.
Yeah, you more famous by saying stuck a finger up your ass.
Right.
You more famous because you telling the story as a grown 30-year-old, late 20, 30-year-old nigga about nigga sticking a finger up his ass. And you waking up your asshole hurt. Right? So you willing to, he didn't just compromise his manhood. He traded his manhood for potential stardom and fame. The Love album came out and we didn't know who the Lil Rod was. Yeah. So you traded your asshole for fame that you didn't get. That's the ultimate trick. That's how you know Diddy deserved 25 years for the shit he did. You promised some fame, you don't give it to him, you take his ass from him, and then now this nigga here crying like a little. Do I feel sorry for Lil Rod? No, I don't feel sorry for you because that's the prime example. It's a prime example of trading their own manhood in for fame and fortune that you never get.
But let me ask you this: why don't we feel sorry for Rod? Because if it was a woman telling that story,
because he's a bitch ass nigga, he a man. And as a man, men operate on different standards, right? Women are the weaker of the sexes. So as a man, you're never supposed to trade your integrity, right? It ain't about what because we would have never knew that Diddy violate you until you told us, right? So your whole thing is you're trying to get famous now. You was trying to get famous by working with Diddy to begin with. You traded in your manhood in the process of creating the album. He could have stopped that shit anytime he wanted to.
But you know what's so crazy though? Like, Lil Rod was telling this story way before Diddy got locked up. He was telling this exact same story, but nobody gave a or nobody believed him.
He was telling the story because he didn't get the compensation and the fame that he was seeking.
Right, but what I'm saying is nobody believed him. Like everybody just kind of brushed it. Like
they couldn't believe it.
Even one of the male prostitutes told the exact same story that was on the stand, and I was like, "Damn, that's crazy." There's a whole interview out. But when it comes to males getting molested, it seems like nobody give a fuck, bro.
And the culture we live in, bro, we just don't feel sorry for grown men.
Right?
Had it been children involved in this situation, like they initially offered us, they told us there was kids involved in this whole going on, and that's what.
Yeah, they tried to do that shit with Diddy and Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
And then the girl own father said, I don't know what the fuck they be
That's
talking
baseline.
Yo, daddy, nigga. I ain't
Jay-Z
pick that
got that
bitch up.
nigga bar. Jay-Z got that lawyer bars from practicing law in New York.
Oh, Tony Busby?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Busby, bitch ass nigga. Man.
Man, really tune into this. You feel what I'm saying? But when it comes to grown men crying and complaining about sticking a finger up your ass, I just don't know we ready for that level of forgiveness, or I don't think we empathetic in that way.
We're not.
We're not. Because you grown.
Should we be?
Well, we have to be watchful and mindful because now we know more than we now know that, bro, listen, we now know that the allure of fame and power, it is so intoxicating that grown men, most of them from the ghetto, are willing to trade their manhood in.
Now, here's the thing I'ma say. This is my disclaimer, close to a disclaimer as y'all will get from me. I don't agree with anybody being, sexually assaulted. You understand what I'm saying? Male, female, you know what I mean? None of that shit. Now, what I will say in the case of men is this. Like, when you're a Hassan Campbell type of nigga, and you sit here and say, I'm busting my gun, getting busy, turning TVs off and shit, since you was 14, but then you want to sit here and say, nigga took advantage of you on the street, not jail, on the street. At 16. And then you kept going back over there after it happened the first time. And you ain't bust your gun, get busy, turn their TV up. What you probably did was turn the TV off. No, you ain't turn the TV off. You turned the TV all the way up. That way the neighbors couldn't hear you saying, bam, 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 bam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit crazy, bro. So see, when you sit here and you portray this image like, you super gangster, I'll do this, I'll do that, or whatever and shit, but you ain't do that shit to the nigga who took your butt, nigga.
Shit. You see the nigga out now talking about he was up there braiding hair.
Yeah, your ass up there doing that. The nigga had your ass or whatever singing R. Kelly to you in jail. That nigga said, come on and braid my hair. Come on and braid my hair. Well, he buck 50 your ass. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you was in a relationship, man. But hey, listen, I'm not surprised that you was up there, whatever, braiding hair in prison. Shit, you used to let Bambaataa pull yours. Fucking weirdo. Sure, weird ass. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, this nigga.
For a glimpse, or for a second, or for 15 minutes of fame. We now know that. So what Diddy did and him being exposed, he really exposed the whole black culture. Right? You can't blame white people for Diddy, right? You can put your finger, but that was Diddy and everybody who's around Diddy. The Russell Simmons is a freak ass. Russell Simmons has been on Kimora Lee since he was 15, 16, right? And then this somewhere in Bangladesh hiding out where there ain't no extradition. Russell Simmons, they created and groomed. See, Diddy was groomed by the Clive Davises, by the Andre Herrera.
So if you just sat here and said Diddy was groomed by Clive Davis, which we covered, and we talked about Clive's drug case from the 70s and his alleged connection to the Genovese crime family and all of that shit. So how the fuck can you say that you can't blame like white people for Diddy and shit like that? Because I mean, shit, we never really, outside of Diddy living in Andre's house for a year, Like, we never really heard anything crazy about Andre. We just knew the nigga was gay.
Yeah.
Like, the thing with Andre Harrell was nobody made a big, because like everybody knew it. Like, it wasn't a secret. It wasn't some shit that had to be exposed. Like, everybody just knew. Like, yo, the nigga from Dr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde. I mean, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like, you get, like, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really no whole secret thing with Andre. And really, the whole gay rumor with Andre, well, with Puffy, started kind of from Andre, because it was kind of like how fast he really came up at Uptown. And then we now know that, you know, Clive Davis had some sugar in his tank, allegedly. I think he spoke about that shit, if I'm not mistaken. So the whole thing is, and then Clive Davis is the same motherfucker responsible for turning Whitney Houston into the party girl that she was. All this time, everybody was blaming Bobby Brown, and then Whitney's own brother came out and said that, nah, Bobby wasn't really getting down crazy like that. Whitney turned Bobby the fuck out.
Dang.
But yeah, I understand, Dawgface, you talking or whatever and shit like that. Yeah, we getting
Rails and about all them other freaky ass, Kevin Lyle's ass, all them at the top of that shit were all some freak ass, period. Simple as that. Who knew that hip hop was that freaky? Now, when Hassan Campbell came out and said African Bambaataa been raping, that story still ain't been told, right? We grew up, I'm old as a motherfucker, I grew up with the Zulu Nation and African Bambaataa, right? Couldn't find out all of these, New York. So who knew that New York was the bastion for freak ass, homosexual ass, hip hop ass? We know that. And they got nerve to be talking about how other affected hip hop. No, you introduced homosexuality into the culture. Y'all made homosexuality, we now know, fair seeming. Y'all, everybody who in the world of hip hop, who they say was engaged in all this old gay shit, they all from New York City. So Fat Joe, Jadakiss, what's the nigga name? Fabulous, and all the rest of them. Y'all need to, y'all in them podcast.
Wait, hold on. Fab? What the fucking Fab? What the fuck Fab do?
Dang.
There's a rumor about Fab?
Not that I know of. The only thing I ever heard about Fab is that shit with his ex, his baby mother. I ain't never hear shit about Fab.
Cass, talk about them freak ass niggas y'all got up there in NYC, them gargoyle ass, vampire ass up there.
He might be talking about, because remember when Diddy said that shit? Remember when Diddy said that shit on Drake Channel?
Oh, yeah. But then, like, you can't.
That's not, yeah, you can't blame Fab for that.
That's what you talking about. You
Fab
can't
ain't
blame
really.
because now, if anything, that's evident that Fab never went to the party because he said we never got to party.
Yeah.
So if a nigga is trying to, yo, all right, my nigga. So look,
bro. See, look, that's another thing. Like I keep trying to tell niggas about that whole shit with that shit was bullshit, because if everybody, and you nigga, you know for a fact, nigga, if you in the rap scene, that's on the bucket list of niggas rap to go party with Diddy. Everybody done been to a Diddy party, and there's certain people wasn't even at the trial. And nigga, we know for a fact that nigga, when was it? Because it was on Jim Jones Live one year. He actually went and partied with Diddy for New Year's in Miami, pulled up to Diddy on the boat, all that shit. Fab done been to mad Diddy party, so I don't tell niggas, man, niggas gotta start paying attention to other shit.
At the trial, and I covered the whole fucking trial from opening statement all the way down to the verdict and sentencing. Y'all can go and check out the whole playlist of the Diddy saga. Got it all, right? At no point did anybody, and I mean anybody, on that stand, even the people who were responsible for, you know, putting the freak-offs and all of that shit together, nobody mentioned anything about the actual regular industry parties. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
None.
all of this shit that was going, the only shit that then came out was the shit with Gene Deal said about Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
And that's like, it's Gene Deal, my nigga. So we kind of still got to take that shit with a grain of salt.
Because it's murder.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga. So, I don't know, bro. Like, but, yo, my nigga, you want to talk about New York introduced homosexuality? No, nigga. No. Because here's the thing about it. Even with Diddy, right? The only people who you find that say this shit about Diddy, like he touched me, is niggas who, got the bad end of a business deal. Listen, you can't find anybody that was successful around Diddy that said, like, Diddy touched me.
Nope. You don't even find nobody that's successful complaining about this. Motherfuckers that actually got cataloged that did something, you don't hear them complaining about Diddy, man.
Yeah, but this is the whole thing I'm saying. When everybody that like hates you is a disgruntled employee, it's just like, okay, like you owe the nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like you feel like the nigga owe you money and shit like that. There's nothing else that you can do to this nigga besides make him look, like Mr. Freako. You know what I mean? But I think, first of all, I really hate to, but all right, like Will was saying, you claim Detroit. You're a Pontiac nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like you're from Pontiac and shit. And what's crazy about it is you was on the same interview and you sat here and you were talking about, oh, Big Meech, what y'all expect? You know what I'm saying? What is he owe? He was a drug dealer and all of this shit. But wasn't you some kind of thief or robber, nigga?
Nigga was a sneak thief, still out of the corner.
But then yet, you got a second chance, having absolutely no motherfucking talent outside of being a fucking T-Move Detroit version of Charleston White. The only difference between you and Charleston White is that nigga got one eye and you got four of them. But y'all the same nigga. You was on there talking about, Charleston White is destructive. He says all this stuff or whatever about black people and everything like that. Let me explain them to you. You just like that nigga, a punk ass would-be activist and shit. You want to be black when that shit suits you, and then you want to flip-flop or whatever and be around and talk or whatever, however you got to talk to make them motherfuckers comfortable, and hopefully them niggas give your ass a check. You low-key, you want to be an Uncle Tom and shit like that, you just don't know how to shut the fuck up long enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your problem. Number two is, my nigga, Meech, as a drug dealer, you provided a service to niggas who wanted to get high and you got paid for it. Now, outside of the shit being illegal, that's commerce, nigga. But when you rob somebody or steal, whatever the fuck it is you was doing, low key, my nigga, you really like a professional hater. A jealous, envious ass nigga with no fucking hustle that can't stand to see somebody have some shit because he don't know how to get it himself, so you want to go and take this nigga shit. In fact, you always about niggas leaving the fucking hood and all this other shit because of niggas like you. Thieving ass niggas like you. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas can't stay in the hood and have nothing nice because dog face ass niggas like you. You know what I'm saying? Want to take what a nigga got. So you really a hypocrite. So you think you deserve more? I'm gonna tell you how real it is, bro. I sold drugs, right? if I were to go and apply for a job, if we both went to apply for a job, we both got felonies on your record, but your felony is for stealing and robbing shit, and mine is for selling drugs. Guess whose felony they willing to take a chance on more before anything? My drug dealing ass. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because they know, like, okay, well, at least we ain't got to worry about this nigga, telling everybody to lay down on the floor or stealing out the register. And then it only makes sense that you be sitting up on here running with these half-truths and telling these lies because you was a fucking thief. Catch a liar, catch a thief. Catch a thief, catch a liar. See, you only sound like a street nigga to niggas who don't be in the streets. You sat here and talked about what kind of BMF or whatever, they had no asset or forfeiture or whatever and shit. That's where you're wrong, homie. Over 270 million in cash and fucking property and luxury cars were turned over. One of the big things about Blue Da Vinci snitching was a car that was seized and forfeited, a limo that got sold, and the whole time it was getting sold and shipped around, nobody knew that it was $1 million cash sitting in that bitch. Then you say, oh, Meech or whatever got he caught up on the wiretap. No, T bitch ass or whatever got Meech caught up on the wiretap when he had the nigga named Texas Cuz get on the phone and pretend to be Meech. I think when the nigga Jabari got snapped up. One of the drivers got pulled over with the work, and I'm pretty sure it was Jabari. So, nigga, that's how like Meech got hot or whatever and shit, and they eventually found out that that wasn't Meech on that call. Now, he's sitting up in there on 900 hours of wiretap conversation, just yapping and yapping on the phone. Oh, you think you slick because you out the way, nobody see you. See, at least when Meech is in front of the camera, like he said, he know what to say and what not to say because it's like he know the cameras is rolling. He's in control of the situation. He don't know that he's being wise. He just think that because his fat ass is laid up in the house and shit like that, nobody see him. But they hear you. And then, how did motherfuckers start getting on T? Well, Tanisha Welch, Tony, her first husband, who I believe she might still be legally married to, the nigga Howard. He been a snitch. And that was why the little birdie told me that when their brother was in Jackson, tweet, he wanted to, push that steel on Harold. But then a certain other brother of a more well-known brother, tweet, said, don't do it. But damn, you so sweet on the bitch that you sweet on her old nigga too, even though he might have said some information that put the people on you. And then some people in Detroit say that T was doing some both sides shit and started one of the biggest street wars in Detroit. So I mean, I'm just saying, my nigga, how real is that? And then, they said T was the one that used to cut all his dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how that shit, Meech had that better quality. His shit was untouched. I'm just saying, my nigga, it just sound like to me and shit. And then he's saying that, oh, why Meech ain't making no rules? Well, the nigga technically is still under halfway house rules. He's just doing it from a comfortable ass spot. But the nigga technically is still locked up. It's what you bozos don't know. But Yeah, my nigga. New York, like, we introduced everything, my nigga. Good shit, bad shit, it just happened. You know what we introduced? We introduced one of y'all pioneers, Eddie Jackson. You know, we introduced him to that good dope. Because in fact, when he got bad, guess where he was coming from? New York, New Jersey area. In fact, on the subject of Meech and T, if it wasn't for a nigga in Brooklyn, them niggas don't even get out the hole. Ain't no 50 boys. They would have had to run up under the best friends to try to deal with them and circumvent that shit. And you know how them niggas was laying shit down. Might not have made it. So, you know, my nigga, I understand though, like, you know, you was a super duper transplant or whatever and shit. You know, Pontiac must stand for, you know, normally they said poor old nigga thought it was a Cadillac. That was what poor old nigga thought it was a content piece. I don't know what the fuck you thought or whatever. The only nigga that we really acknowledge from Pontiac, Michigan is Ill Will, the battle rapper. Yeah. The real yak town in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you nigga. And then the whole reason why your ass went to Detroit, according to the interview, was because your ass was in Pontiac robbing and stealing from niggas, and it probably got uncomfortable for your ass out there. So yeah, in fact, shit, as we covered before, y'all wouldn't even have no fucking Coney Island restaurants if it wasn't for New York. So the next time y'all want to sit here and say, oh, what New York introduced into the game, first of all, if you peep game, nobody who didn't violate it is actually from the 5 boroughs. That's something to think about. All of these niggas come from these little different West Bubble fuck places of the world and shit like that, that like we don't even pay no acknowledgement to. You know what I mean? Now, the shit really got zesty when it got down to Atlanta for real. So New York ain't never had nothing on the fucking level of no Little Nas X's or no shit like that. That shit ain't gonna fly. And see, even them Zest monsters, they don't be sliding through the hood and shit like that or whatever. Them motherfuckers be in the East Village and Soho and, you know, places where it's fucking safe, nigga. So that's it. But meanwhile, you know, in the places where you like to frequent and shit. See, the only thing or whatever why y'all ain't really got to worry about nothing in Detroit, shit like that, is ain't enough people.
Shit, ain't shit there.
Y'all the city that
full of bandos. Yeah, the city full of bandos. Ain't nobody got no drugs.
A nigga got drugs. That nigga ain't got drugs. You know, the fucked up part about it is, this the whole thing about it. I don't even like to bring Detroit in the situation of this shit because you don't speak for Detroit. When you go in the comments, bro, like of the shit, when they had this shit on Instagram and he was talking about Meech and T, all you see is niggas from Detroit. And you know it's like real Detroit niggas because they be having the streets and shit in their name, Finkel Ave, such and such. You understand what I'm saying? East Side, they like, you know what I mean? All this shit. So it's like, yo, this nigga ain't even from Detroit. This nigga ain't even from Detroit. It's like 50 comments or whatever in there just saying that you not from Detroit, nigga. So I don't even want to put you on the city of Detroit. I don't even want to cast no judgment on the city of Detroit based on what you say. It's funny your name is Dawgface, but you really a bird. Like, you know what I'm saying? A bird ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's YouTube. You can say what you want, but get your facts straight, nigga. Because if you don't, we could do this once a week. I know you're paying attention. And see, because you're a thief or whatever and shit, I don't even really want to pay the fee, my nigga. You might run off. I mean, I trust you. But yeah, nigga, you cooked. Unless you say something back. I wouldn't, but you know, you don't know how to shut the fuck up. So I know you're gonna say something. But yo, whoa, shit, you got anything you wanna add for this Planet of the Apes, Doctor Strange face ass, Timu Isaac Hayes in the face ass nigga?
Nigga look like Doctor Strange from off of Vampire in Brooklyn.
But oh wait, no, like real quick, I gotta see. I gotta show you this nigga. We gotta look at. You gotta look at like one of these. I just want you to hear this nigga rapping. This should be good. You can find it.
Nigga, Dawgface, man. Funny looking motherfucking evil wizard looking ass nigga. Talking about some reintroduced city.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. I found it. This should be good.
Oh, chewy. Let's run this shit.
Nigga, she's attractive. You should never. I'm not even in the business of, you know what, you do what you want to do. I gotta hear this shit.
Bitch with some motion, she can make her ass move in slow motion. I ain't nothing like a last dude. He was bogus, he ain't had no money and he ain't had no motion. Ain't nothing more attractive than a bitch with some money. Bitch get some money, ain't nothing more attractive than a bitch with some money. Bitch get some money. What you own, bitch? You got your own shit. You got your own crib. You got your own whip. Don't tell me about your last nigga. He wasn't on shit. Don't ask me about a bitch. See you worry about the wrong shit. Dawgface rich. That's all you need to know. I got so many hoes. They be calling me the broke. When behind closed doors.
Yeah, you trash. Like, I don't know where this will go. You know what I'm saying? Like platform to platform and shit. But I'll make you one for sure bet. Don't rap about me. Don't open that door. But the way I rap about niggas, I'm like, yeah, I'm just letting you know, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see this. It's gonna go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I already got that real estate in your head. You know what the fuck going on. But yeah, dog. That's our show for today. Before we leave out, I just want to say, Dawgface, all that capping, all that New York slander. You really just a Detroit Charleston White. He got one eye, you got four. You know what I mean? And
guess what? You're a bitch.
Wallahi, I ain't lying. Yeah, but that's our show for today, man. Y'all hit that that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you're really mobbing with the content. And as always, stay dangerous so you can be safe, especially if your primary source of information is Facebook, Instagram, Clubhouse, and any other social media outlet that is not verified or doesn't have any type of journalistic integrity. Because following the wrong information, I don't know, y'all. Shit is no good.
You in a bad spot. You be running around like Alice in Wonderland.
Yep. And you might not be as lucky as Alice.
You motherfuckers is dead, nigga.
Might not be lucky as Alice. That's exactly how your ass is gonna go out and shit. But yeah, man. It's your boy Daylight, my bro host World Pest. We out of here.